All right, how you doing? All right, this is round. You know what? I gotta put some music on in the background, which sounds ridiculous because I can't even hear it. But that's how I operate. Because if the house is silent, I can't function. It's a weird thing. I'm listening to Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe's one and only album from 1988, by the way. All right, let's see. I just basically hit record and thought I'd just get started on this. I know I shut the door and I can't hear it. I just know it's playing out there. I'm weird. All right. I shouldn't be doing this because I shouldn't be talking, but I am an addict. So there you go. All right, we're going to pick up where we left off on row number 5. I don't know what's going to be there. I'm just going to react as we go. I'm going to talk way too much, so feel free to stop watching anytime. Any comments that you guys make, feel free to make them, but I can't respond to them in real time because I can't look at all this at the same time and have a conversation, but I will go back later and respond to all of them. I'm just having fun doing this because this is the only thing that I geek out about really is music. So let's pick up where we left off. We left off on John Hyatt. Is that where we left off? We did. All right. So here we go. John Hyatt. All right. John, what's next? Oh, well, John Lennon. Okay. I don't have a lot to say about my John Lennon collection because I have really not listened to very much of this, but I have a lot of John Lennon stuff. I'll be honest with you. I listened to, God, what was it? That's the one. The one that has all the acclaim, right? Oh, it's not that one. Oh, it is that one. The Plastic Ono Band. I didn't like it at all. Working Class Hero was cool. And Mother, it was just weird. I didn't like it. Sorry. I know. What can I say? The Paul McCartney and John Lennon, their solo stuff is just nowhere near as good as the Beatles stuff for me. But that's just me. Anyway, there's my John Lennon stuff. John Lennon. Yeah, okay. John Parr. You guys know John Parr? You know, Man in Motion from St. Elmo's Fire. I remember St. Elmo's Fire. He also did Naughty Naughty, which is always a cool song, which I looked forever for when I was a teenager and ended up finding it on a compilation disc that I had to order, and then when I got it, the mastering got more muddy as you don't care. Anyway, this is Running the Endless Mile by John Parr. Good song on here. Blame It on the Radio. Overall, this was okay. Great voice, though. Steven Spielberg-Williams collaboration. Duh. Gotta have that. Same thing. John Williams conducts the Star Wars trilogy, so you gotta have that. Oh, Johnny D. This is the lead singer for Honeymoon Suite. This is his solo record. One of my favorite songs of all time on here, Buck 15. I love that song so much. It was my license plate for quite a while. It's a song about about when you get what you think you want, it's not really worth much. Like you want this, you want this, you want it so bad, and then you get it, and you're like, wasn't that great? You know, it's the chase. And when you get it, it's worth $1.15. I love that song so much. I don't know how rare this is anymore. Yeah, that's his real signature. Nice guy. Actually, I got a picture of me with him holding the license plate $1.15. I'll find that somewhere. Blaze of Glory, John Bon Jovi. I listened to this to death. Oh, this is so good. Santa Fe. I love the song Santa Fe and Blood Money. Elton John does the piano on Dying Ain't Much of a Living. This is a good record. I don't care. That's a good record for you. I actually have never listened to this. I have this and have yet to listen to it. I'm sorry. John Cicada. I got this because it was $1. And I remember him from the 90s, and I bought it for $1. I haven't listened to it yet. Oh, all right. I have a Jonas Brothers record. Here's why. I was at a casino years ago, and there was a song. I haven't listened to this yet, by the way. I have no idea what this is. I was at a casino. There was a song playing. I thought it was catchy. I used my Shazam, and it went Jonas Brothers. I thought, oh, you're kidding me. Oh, God. To this day, I don't remember what that song was. I don't know if this is any good. I will say I do have Nick Jonas and the Administration. I got a record by them, and it's terrible. So I don't know if this is any good, but I gave it a shot. I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know. Oh, Jonathan Cain solo stuff. God, I want to be Jonathan Cain. I want to be the keyboard player, songwriter for one of the greatest melodic rap bands I've ever. Wish That I Was There With You is a beautiful, beautiful song that I love so much. There's a version somewhere of Mark Free singing it that's really nice, written with him and John Waite. I'm really talking a lot today, sorry. His version of Faithfully, which is, same song, but just There's good stuff on here. My Old Man breaks my heart. Good stuff. Just good stuff overall. One of my favorite songwriters. This is an instrumental record he did. He's got a lot more stuff, but I only have these two. Joni Mitchell's Blue. What am I going to say about that? And I got a couple of other Joni Mitchell records that I haven't listened to yet. I just have them, but I have not yet listened to any of these. I don't know if I'll even like it. Josh Kelly. Somewhere online, I have a few. I could talk about Josh Kelly for a while, but I won't. There's a review on my YouTube channel on this record that's very extensive and has a good story on how I came across it. That's actually really good, and this is a great, great, great album. His other records I don't like, but I like this one. I think that's because he co-wrote on this one, and the other ones he didn't. But there's on my YouTube channel, there's a review on that. I'll just say Josh Kelly, if you never heard of him, get this record. It's probably cheap. Here's some more Josh Kelly. I bought this one first, and then I went out and bought a lot of other stuff and was really disappointed, but there's more. There you go. Joshua Caddison. Anybody remember Joshua Caddison? He had the song Jesse, which I play once in a while still. I got to give this guy credit. He didn't do much for me at the time, but looking back, he's got good piano songs that are about something. You know, both on that Radio Love Line is a great song. It's just strange. Picture Postcards from L.A., When a Woman Cries, Joe Cocker covered that. Interesting stuff. And this was a really good record, actually. He produced this himself. It's hit and miss, but there's a great song called The Pearl. There's a great song, Delilah Blue, like a 10-minute song. A 10-minute song about a drag queen at the end of her career in a hotel. It's just bizarre, but really interesting. It's good stuff, actually. Let's try to find that. And then I paid a bundle for this. This was not cheap, but I like Joshua Caddison, so I shelled out for it, and I haven't listened to it yet. Of course I haven't, because there's only so much time in a day. Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest. I have a shockingly small collection of Judas Priest. I have this one, and I have this one, and that is all. I know. Kane Roberts. Look at how goofy that album cover is. Oh, my gosh. Good stuff on here, though. This is pretty good, but nowhere near as good as this one. I also have a review of this one on my YouTube channel that I gush about for 10 minutes because it's one of the greatest power rock albums ever. Just ever. I could tell you, if you want to know about it, go on the YouTube channel. But it's a wonderful, great record that everybody should friggin'. If you like Bon Jovi and like the Alice Cooper trash kind of period, this is great stuff. Co-written and produced by Desmond Child. Such a great record. There's nothing I can tell you about Kansas you don't already know, so I'm just going to show you my Kansas collection. I have the new Kansas record, by the way. It's in the I haven't listened to it yet. But just, there's my Kansas stuff. More Kansas. There's some more Kansas. There you go. All right. Carmina. These are a pair of sisters who write and record their own music, and they're very, very, very good. The harmonies are amazing. They have I have a YouTube video review on this record also that tells a decent story about how I discovered them through the show Alias, and then through Vertical Horizon, whatever. But really, really good stuff. Nobody knows who they are, but they are very, very talented. Very catchy, great harmonies. And I'm a harmony junkie. So I got that, which is really solid. This is like, God, how young were they here? This is 2004. And then they got this one, which is like a 7-song thing. Calamino Place is cool. The Kiss is great. And then this, it kind of gets messy for me here then, because some songs from this ended up on this. And then some of those are on here also. And now they just put stuff just on the website. Like, they don't release albums anymore, and it messes with me. Like, I don't know what they're doing anymore because I can't keep. I want to buy a record. I want a record to hold. If they just release downloads, I'm not interested. So I'm missing some of their songs. But some good stuff on here. But half of these songs are on here. I don't know. There's good stuff. If anyone's interested, I'll definitely turn you on to a couple of great Carmina songs because there's crazy, crazy talented, and everybody should know who they are. Catherine McPhee. God, she can sing. Such a great singer. I bought this record because, again, you know, American Idol, and I love her voice. And this album, I listened to, I don't know, the first 4 songs. Jesus, it was bad. It's just pop radio. It was a waste of her voice. She's a great singer, and maybe I feel differently if I listen to this today, but, man, I did not like that at all. Keel. Anyone know who Keel is? These are my 2 Keel records. Keith Urban. I got a few Keith Urban records. Most of them I haven't listened to. Oh, there's Kelly Pickler. I got her. Never listened to this. More American Idol alumni. Also Kelly Clarkson. That's a single. Wow, I forgot I had that. And then I got all the Kelly Clarkson stuff. This was very good. This was okay. This is my favorite Kelly Clarkson record. This is a very, very, very good album. Every song on here except the title song is a good song. This is a great record. This is a good record. I don't care what you think. That one's okay. Haven't listened to that yet. I stole that. I stole that album. Yes, I did. I had a good reason, though. I had a good story about that. And that takes too long to tell now. But I justifiably stole that record. Kelly Kage from Night Ranger, one of my favorite voices of all time. He's got a couple solo records. The song The Journey is a wonderful song. I love The Journey and The Moon. Great stuff. He's got this solo record and this solo record. I love that guy. Love that guy's voice. I don't know how much I would pay to get him to sing one of my songs, but I would pay to get him to sing one of my songs. I should look into that. I bet everybody likes money, right? Think I can get him to sing one of my songs? I wonder what that would cost me. Anybody know Kelly Kage? You know his number? See what I can do. Here's my Kenny Loggins collection. I gotta get more. I want to get. I don't know how to say it. It's spelled Vox Humana, VOX space HUMANA, because David Foster produced it. He did that with Kenny Loggins, and for some reason I don't have that record. These are the Kenny Loggins records I do have. Oh yeah, this one. Richard Marx co-wrote and produced this record with him. I've never listened to it yet. Kevin, I just say Kevin Chalfant. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but that's how I know it. He's the lead singer from The Storm, one of my favorite records of all time. The Storm is the record I tried to emulate when making that. That's right. That's a plug. This is a solo record. I don't know. There's some good songs on here. If This Is Love was a great song. I like that one. It's kind of hit and miss for me, but it's a really great thing to have. Chimera. This is the only Chimera record I have because Eric Ranyo, who played keyboards on my record, another plug, did this, and I wanted to get it. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff. I'll just move on from that. Good. Kick Axe. I got this because Kick Axe is actually Spectre General, who did the no, is that no, that's not right. Wait, I'm getting mixed up now. Yeah, who did Nothing's Gonna Stand in Your Way? Yeah, Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way. I hope I got this right. Now I can't do it. Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way from the Transformers animated movie soundtrack was a band called Spectre General, correct? That was this band. They just used a different name, right? I think that's right. That's why I have this, because I love that song, Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way. And everybody suggested I get this one. Kim Ritchie, I have this because she does the song. Oh, what was it? Oh, gosh. Is it on here? My God. She's got a song that I love, and I can't think of what it is. Place Called Home. A Place to Call Home. That's what it is. That's not even on this record. Oh, well. That's why I have this. Bobby Kimball and Jimmy Jameson. Oh, my gosh. Singer from Toto and the singer from Survivor made this record. Haven't listened to it yet. I'm sorry. I really want to. There's just so many things to listen to. All right. King Crimson, one of the first progressive rock albums of all time. This is trippy and weird as hell, but 21st Century Schizoid Man is very interesting. And the last song, actually, in the Court of the Crimson King, really atmospheric and cool. The rest of the stuff just got too weird for me, but song 1 and 5, I did like those. King Cobra, I have because, oh, Jason, come on, think. Oh, what think? Shit, Paul Shortino. That's it. Paul Shortino's in this. In this, so I got this because he's still making music. I wanted to get it. King of Hearts. I got because Tommy Thunderbutt and Bruce Scotch. Anyone know who that is? What that is? King of Hearts. I thought Kelly Kage was in this band also, right? Did they have a record with Kelly Kage? If they did, I don't have it. King's X. I have the King's X collection. I just haven't listened to it yet. Kingdom Come. I heard about this for a long time. Sorry, I just didn't really care for it. It was too. I just didn't really like it. I'm sorry. I got this one too. I like the song "Should I," and "Blood on the Land," but that was kind of it. Kip Winger. I could talk about Kip Winger forever, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna show you Kip Winger's solo collection. I will say, "How Far Will We Go" is one of my favorite songs of all time. Such a wonderful song. Kip Winger solo collection. Here we go. He just put out a record of instrumentals of orchestra music that I haven't listened to yet, but I'm very interested to hear it. I just haven't had time. Kyle Vincent, this was a gift from the great Jerry Ritz. Thank you so much. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I listened to a couple songs, but I haven't fully digested it. I will, but I just haven't been able to yet. Same thing with this, Dear Serenity by Laval. I listened to it once, and I haven't really digested it yet, so I don't want to comment other than look at that cover. That's pretty awesome. Come on. That's cool. Yes, I have Leanne Rimes records. I have Leanne Rimes records because that song, How Will I Live, written by Diane Warren, was a great song. And the song I Need You is a great song. So I got these. I haven't listened to any of them yet, except one. I listened to, where is it? This one. And it was pretty shit. It was. It wasn't good. But I have Leanne Rimes records. Leonard Cohen. I don't know if you know who Leonard... I just burped, yes. I don't know how many of you know who Leonard Cohen is, but I know you all know the song Hallelujah. This is the original version of Hallelujah that he wrote. Anybody heard the Leonard Cohen version of Hallelujah? You may not want to. It's better when it's covered. Les Mis soundtrack. This is a comedy record that a friend of mine loved, so I got it. It's a comedy record. It's just a bunch of talking. It's like a... I don't know what to say. I'm going to move on. Lethal Weapon 3 soundtrack. LFO. Anybody remember LFO? I got LFO because of the song Every Other Time, which is a great, fun, upbeat pop song. I love that song. It's so catchy and fun. So I bought their other stuff. It is a little goofy at times, but there's good harmonies and hooks in these things, so I got them. Lifehouse. I own this. I haven't listened to it yet. I have it primarily because Jude Cole began... Right? Jude Cole started becoming a producer and co-songwriter for them. You can't make that out. Did we talk about Jude Cole yet? I don't think we have. But I love Jude Cole. So that's why I haven't really listened to any of this Lifehouse stuff yet, but I have it. All right. Here we go. Lindsay Lohan. I got the Lindsay Lohan record because of the song Over. Here it is. Over. The song Over is actually a really good, catchy pop song with some great choices of using like the 4 and the 2 and the melody. Some really cool stuff in that song. I have never listened to the rest of this record. I bought it because of that one song, and it's been sitting here on my shelves ever since. Lindsay Pagano. I don't know how to say her name. I have this record because Jude Cole wrote and produced this entire album, which is really weird to me because no one's heard of this. I mean, I've never heard of her before. I came across this somewhere, and it's produced by Jude Cole, all instruments arranged and performed by Jude Cole, all programmed. It's a Jude Cole record. He wrote all the songs also, I'm almost positive. All songs written by Jude Cole, except So Bad by Paul McCartney. It's a Jude Cole record that this girl sang. It's really, and I haven't listened to it yet. That's why I bought it. I mean, Jude Cole did everything on this record, and I love him, and I don't know. I should listen to this. I'm going to put this aside. I need to give that a listen. That's why I have this. Does anybody know who that is? Does anybody even know what this is? And this is a promo copy. I don't even know if this is... I don't know where I got this. Lion, Trouble in Angel City. Speaking of the Transformers soundtrack, they did the lead theme song for this. There you go. All right. Okay. Lionel Richie, one of the greatest songwriters ever. Here's my Lionel Richie collection. There you go. Some good stuff on there. I mean, just one of the best songwriters there's ever been. One of the successful songwriters for sure. I mean, what can I say about Lionel Richie you don't already know? Liquid Tension Experiment. Members of Dream Theater got together with, I think, Tony Levin. Did he play bass on this? Yeah. This is the first one. It's just progressive rock instrumentals. I haven't listened to this one. I did. Oh, I don't have the second one. Where'd it go? I used to. Okay. Well, I have the second one, but apparently I don't. Apparently it got lost somewhere along the way. Well, they have 2 records. The second one I guess I need to get again because I don't see it. Lita Ford. Love Lita Ford. Who doesn't love Kiss Me Deadly? Come on. I went through a heavy Lita Ford phase when this one came out. This one was a gift from my grandmother actually on Christmas. Some good stuff on here. I love Stiletto. Lisa's really heartbreaking song about her mom, and good stuff on there. This is my favorite one though. Stuff that's co-produced by Jim Valance co-wrote. Very slick, very polished kind of stuff on here. I really do like this one. That's my favorite one. Good stuff. I actually had Black, the one that was out after that one. It was so bad I got rid of it. I shouldn't have. I should have kept it, but you know, whatever. I got Living Like a Runaway. Haven't listened to it yet. Little Shop of Horror soundtrack. Such a great collection of music. Great songwriting, great hooks. I really do love this. Good stuff. Live Say. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Awaken the Giant. By the way, their new record's coming out in like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Frozen Hell. That's a little plug for my label mates. Live Say. Look it up. Living Color. My Living Color collection. Cult of Personality. Everyone knows that, right? They're actually very, very talented. Love that band. Here's my Living Color collection. Anyone got this one? Lone Star. Again, I went through a phase when I was buying all the new country stuff because there was good songwriters and good production, but I haven't really listened to this yet. Amazed is a cover, by the way. Did you know Amazed by Lone Star, actually an older song? They covered it. There you go. All right, moving on. Lori McKenna. I have a couple of her records because she wrote one of my favorite songs of all time. Your Next Lover. Yeah, Your Next Lover by Lori McKenna. Look it up. Love that song. I got into her because she was a songwriter on Faith Hill's Fireflies record, wrote Stealing Kisses, which is a heartbreaking song. So I got into her stuff, and I only have 2 of them. I got to get more someday, but good stuff. There you go. Lou Gramm, the mighty Lou Gramm, the voice of Foreigner. I mean, there's nothing I can tell you except he's the voice of Foreigner, man. Great stuff on here. My favorite Lou Gramm solo song, sorry, I know it's a safe one, is Just Between You and Me. Such a great song. The Love Mongers is basically Heart. It's Sue Ennis, who's this woman, and the Heart Sisters, who basically put out a record so that they didn't have to sound like Heart, so they could do what they wanted to do and not be trapped by the expectations of Heart. Loverboy, here's my Loverboy collection. What am I going to say about Loverboy? Really? That you don't know already. Although, this my favorite Loverboy record, I know this is going to not make people happy, is this one. They put out one in like 2006, I think it is. 2007. This is really, really good. It's a very solid record. This is my favorite one of all the Loverboy stuff. And this is just, I have a review of this also on YouTube. It's just a collection of stuff like over the years. Lynch Mob. Anyone know Lynch Mob? You got to know Lynch Mob? They were the like George Lynch and Mick Brown from Dokken. Once they broke up, they made this band. I love this record. I actually have the Rock Candy remaster of this. Such a good album. Really do like this one. And then the follow-up was not as strong, but still some decent stuff on here. So there's Lynch. I only have the first 2 Lynch Mob records, and from what I understand, those are the ones worth having. McAlpine, Tony McAlpine. Anybody know Tony McAlpine? He put out a record that was not instrumentals. He got a singer, and it's hit and miss with me. But the song, what was it? Take Me Back. I like the song Take Me Back. But there's that. Magnum, I bought this. I haven't listened to it yet. Mark Broussard. This is a really good singer-songwriter record. Great hooks, good grooves. The guy can really sing. There's some really good songs on here. If you don't know him, I would check it out. Put a Rock Steady, Home, The Beauty of Who You Are, Where You Are, Come Around. There's good stuff on here. There's good stuff. Mark Cohn. Everybody knows Walking in Memphis, but very few people know it's Mark Cohn. So this is the Mark Cohn record. This is a really good, interesting record. Good stuff on here. You got to respect the guy, singer-songwriter. He made a good record. This is a good record. I got all the Mark Cohn stuff. It slowly goes. It stays good. It is Mark Cohn. I mean, he does what you expect him to do. It's good stuff. Maria McKee. I've had this record for 20 years. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I have it, and I've never listened to it. I don't know. Marillion. I got this because I read an interview with Mike Portnoy where he listed his 10 favorite progressive rock albums of all time, and this was one of them. So I bought it, but I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know if it's any good. Mark Free, the mighty Mark Free, now Marcy Free from Signal and Unruly Child. Ugh, good stuff on here. Mark Spiro. Mark Spiro's Devotion record. I don't know. He's a songwriter. He's I don't know. I mean, you know him or you don't, really. I don't know what to say about him. Maroon 5. Ugh. So, when this record came out, I was so happy. I loved this album. It was a real band making real music. Like, great everything about this. It's a great, great record. Good songs, good singing, harmony, hooks. I love that there was a band on the radio that was playing instruments and making a band and making music. I love this record. And then they all went to shit. It's just all programmed, looped, sampled, pitch control. Oh God, it makes me so angry. But this record is so good. By the way, I have this theory that they're a big fan of Richard Marx because the song "The Sweetest Goodbye" rips off the chord changes from "Breathless," and there's a line in I forgot which song. I'm breathless when I hear you. Oh, I'm breathless when I hear your name, which is a direct leap from the song "Breathless" by Richard Marx. So someone in this band likes the song "Breathless" by Richard Marx, but I can't prove it. And then there's the more Maroon 5 stuff, and then I quit because I couldn't handle it. I only got this one because Mutt Lange produced it. So Martin Page, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time. This guy sounds like Sting. You guys probably know In the House of Stone and Light, but this is a really, really good record. The Door is one of my favorite songs of all time. Probably the best song ever written about the Holocaust. Yeah, I said that. Look it up. Great song. I got Martin Page here. I got more stuff by him. He's very, very good. Martina McBride records I have because she's one of the greatest singers ever, and just like all the other country stuff, great producers, great songwriters. There you go. Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Why would I need to explain why I have that? And here we end with Matt Nathanson. Anyone know who Matt Nathanson is? Good stuff. My favorite record by him is not one of these two, actually. It's Modern Love, which is really good. I think that's what it's called, Modern Love. Matt Nathanson. Good guy. Funny guy. Talented guy. And that's it. That's where we're going to end up. All right. That's row 5. Now I got to get back to closing my mouth because I shouldn't be talking. But I promised I would do this. And I forgot I promised I was going to do this. And I have to shut up now because you can already hear my voice getting really raspy. There you go. Round 5. Judge me as you will. My phone's getting really hot now. Oh, real quick plug. Website. My latest record. And now we're done. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.